Hello, and thank you for tuning in to the Destination Isle on Games with Frands. The Destination Isle is a tabletop RPG stream on Twitch that follows four adventurers and their exploits across the glitz and glamour of a vacation island paradise. Tune in every Thursday at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific, at twitch.tv/gameswithfrands to follow along with the tales of Eivir, Casrie, Nos, and Topaz. Videos after each session will be uploaded on YouTube. This is where you are now. Alright, thanks for tuning in and enjoy the show. Awesome. Okay, cool. Oh god, I can hear my voice on there and that's terrifying, so I'm going to mute that right now.
Yeah, mute the stream.
Mute the stream. Step away from the stream. Okay, we're live. This is a new D&D campaign that we have created together called the Destination Isle. It is set in, you'll see. It's a fancy vacation area. We're just trying this out with some friends. And now that I realize, that I'm on screen, the things that are coming out of my mouth, not quite what I expected. We should be fine. Okay. So, is everyone ready to begin? How are you all doing today, my lovely friends?
Yes, I'm ready.
Excellent.
Okay.
Excited to get started with this.
I know, it's going to be a good time. All right. I am hoping not to get attacked by any cats, but if you see me attacked by cats, just enjoy. It's typically
Bonus
a fun thing.
points.
It's part of the show.
It's part of the show. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The wooden hull of the Winning Hand creaks and shudders as it drives through the rough southern sea. The ship is an old Navy vessel, but it's found new life as a cruise ship, ferrying excited travelers to the resplendent Destination Isle. Though the ship's bones be old, the Golden Escape Casino has spared no expense transforming this previously drab vessel into a shimmering, gilded luxury craft. After a week of travel on the ship, Eivir finally catches a glimpse of land. The port to a vacation of a lifetime awaits. The ship begins to pull into port, and after a couple minutes of finally getting settled, you can hear commotion outside of the ship hands tying up the ship and starting to get everyone off of it. Eivir, you hear a knock at the door.
Me?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, it's Eivir.
Eivir? Oh no!
Yeah. Sorry, I should have told you that before.
Let's restart it. Okay.
Do the
far
whole
in.
thing again.
Yeah.
Oh, we're too far in. Let's
Okay.
go.
Started it over again.
Okay, so I hear a knock at the door.
Yeah.
Yes?
Hi. We're getting everyone settled. Do you need any help?
I think I can handle myself, but thank you.
Well, we're kind of required to, so it'd be nice if you'd open up.
Oh, well, I suppose. And I'll open the door.
You open the door and looking forward, you expect to see someone about your size, but you see someone that's standing about 3 feet tall looking up at you and says, hi, yeah, I'd love to take your bags and I can show you the way off of the boat.
Oh, as you wish. Okay, here are my things. Thank you.
How many bags do you have?
Traveling kind of lightly. So I think I have just like 2 bags of things, maybe like a bag with like clothing and like things to wear and just general like a suitcase. And then maybe I have like a bag of my like battle items.
Okay. He goes to pick them up, and it's very clear that this is a very heavy load for him, and he's just like, and he starts walking in front of you, and he just says, "Okay, follow me.
I can help you with that.
It's fine. We get judged on this."
Okay.
Please leave me a 5-star review on Yelp.
That's right. Poor guy.
Please like and subscribe. So
Comment and subscribe.
he leads you down a beautiful hallway that is just resplendently decorated. There are the walls are adorned with like a dark blue wallpaper, and there's like gilded candles that burn with a flame that emits light but no heat. Because I feel like an open candle on a wooden ship, probably not a good idea. He leads you down the hallway and then up some stairs, and he's just like going back and forth with the weight of your bags as he goes upstairs. And once you're finally on top of the deck, he sets the bags down and he says, "Okay, well, this is as far as I'm contracted to take you. You need to go into customs next." And he points at a small building where some travelers are going into.
And Eivir will lift up her bags. She'll take them from the tiny person and she'll say, "Thank you." And she will, without any really difficulty at all, just carry them to the customs. There's a cat!
Oh, that looked much easier for you. Oh yeah, there's a cat. Hello.
Winston?
He's not attacking me, so everything's good. This is Cat Cam, by the way. Okay, the customs agency you go to, and it takes a little bit to get in because there's a line. But once you finally do, you see a human woman stop you, and she's got a badge on. This is Sarah, S-A-R-A, and she just says, "Hi, welcome to the destination aisle. Can you please unzip your bags?"
Okay. We'll unzip the bag.
She goes through this, and she's just making jokes. And she's like, you didn't bring any contraband or anything, did you? Ha ha.
Well, what do you consider contraband?
Alcohol, drugs, explosives?
Oh, that stuff? No.
Oh, okay. No, that's good.
I'm planning to get that here.
Oh, well, the alcohol and drugs are fine. Please don't buy explosives. They're not in their illegal gray area. So she flips through your stuff, and she even sees like a suit of armor and or whatever armor you have, and she holds it up. And she's like, "Oh, this is nice," and puts it back in, zips it, and says, "Okay, well, you're all cleared to go. Are you staying at the Golden Escape?"
I believe so.
Oh, okay. Well, we have a little service where we'll pair you up with a attendant who will see you to your room. And she waves over to a goblin man standing in the corner, and she says, "Rezik, come show her to the hotel." And he pops up off of his chair, comes over, and waves to you, and says, "Hey, you ready to go?"
I suppose, yes.
All right, so
let's go.
and it's I should have been more clear on this earlier, but your ship has docked in the evening, and it's about 7 p.m. He leads you out of the customs and takes you on a short walk through the city, which the hotel and casino of the Golden Escape is very, very close to the port. So as you're walking, you notice that this town is very tacky. I mean, lots of gold, lots of lights. There are beams of lights coming up from torches that you wouldn't think that would be normally how it would work. And it's just very, it's extra. So
Strange.
yeah, did you see the did you see the brochure when you signed up to come here?
Yes, but it's different in person.
Better or
No.
worse?
I mean, I like it. So it must be better, I guess.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so over here, and he leads you by a fountain, and you see a gold statue in the middle of a fountain of a man posing in a very flaunting manner, holding some cards in one hand and a coin in another. And Rezik says to you, "It's like, this is Elias Glint. He's the patron god of luck. We all we tip a little coin to him whenever a new arrival comes to the destination isle. So if you want to, it's not required, but if you want, it's custom to throw a little gold piece in there, just for good luck."
Does it have to be a gold piece?
No, but that's what's said to bring the most luck, because He gestures to everything around you that's gold.
Okay, and I will toss in let's see. We'll toss in a silver for now. And I say, if I am successful, I will flip him the rest.
Well,
later.
you know, they say that a gold will get you more success than a silver, but whatever, it's fine. And he leads you on past the fountain and up a series of steps to the entrance of the Golden Escape. The door inside is a rotating door. He takes you through it, and I want you to make me a dex check.
Dex. Okay.
The difficulty begins when you get trapped.
Oh, that's not good. Dex. Okay, I rolled a 5.
Okay, so you go into the rotating door, and there's 4 sections of it, and he just says like, after you go first. Just push on it as you go in, and you go in and you push on it, but something in your brain just doesn't quite work, and you actually push on it, and it goes too fast, and you fall down, miss the exit, and go for another rotation before he has to stop you.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. I've never seen one of these before. They're very strange. We'll have to get used to this.
I mean, well, there's side exits if you can't figure it out, so it'll be fine. He kind of like, he's much shorter than you, so he's like trying to pat you on the arm.
We're mildly offended, but accepts the arm pat.
And he points at a desk nearby, and he says, that's one up my list of NPCs. He points to a desk and says, Tulsi over there, and she hears him saying this, and you see a little halfling woman behind a desk just be like, hi! And she waves you over. Rezik says, she'll help you out to your room. Okay, I'm gonna go. Do you need anything else from me?
No, that'll be all. Thank
Okay,
you.
and he holds out his hand.
Well, how much do people usually give you for these things?
I don't know. It's just, they just give me stuff.
I'll give him 2 silver.
Thanks. It's nice to meet you too. Have a great day. Bye. He walks out, and you see that he's a little frustrated, and he pushes the spinning door so hard it actually, like, the door hits him in the back and pushes him out.
Oh, crap.
Okay, so Tulsi, the halfling lobby attendant, waves at you and says, "Hi, can I get you set up here?"
Well, how does that work?
Well,
Setting up.
do you have your ticket? Do you have your papers? Okay, just tell me your name and I will look it up.
Eivir.
Eivir? Like Eevr?
Eivir.
Oh.
Eivir.
Oh. Well, I can see why someone would mispronounce that.
Or mildly offended.
She opens up her books and looks through and is like, "Oh, hey, you're on the 24th floor. That's a nice floor." Okay, here's what we're gonna do. It'll take a little bit of time for your room to get ready. So if you'll just leave your bags with me, we'll and take anything you need first. We'll put them in a room over here, and we'll get them sent up to your room right away as soon as it's ready. So if you come back around like 10, 11 o'clock, it should be ready.
Okay. I will take out my my gold pouch with all my money in it, and I will take my water skin.
Okay.
And that's for now.
Okay, do you need anything else?
That's good.
Okay. And she takes it and puts it over to the side. And she comes back and says, "Hey, why don't you here?" And she pulls out a coupon, and it says 1 free drink and 1 free entree. And she says, This is to the Painted Grouse Tavern. It's just down the street. Why don't you go have one on us? Have a nice dinner, and then come back, and maybe we'll be good.
Okay, I like you. Who are
Ah, I like you too. I like you too, Eivir.
Eivir?
Eivir.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I'm bad with names sometimes. Okay. All right. Well, have a good time.
Thank you. And I will take the funds and I will be on my way.
Okay. You go into a you go down the street and you see a sign for the Painted Grouse Tavern. It is unlike any building around here. It is mahogany, dark wood. The accents are silver or bronze. There is no gold there, and it seems to be an intentional choice. You see someone outside, just like a maitre d', taking people in. It's like it's a man with a very thin pencil mustache. And he's like, "Hello, would you be dining with us today?"
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, excellent. Where's that accent from?
I'm from Red Shade.
Red. Oh, interesting. Excellent. So,
Pretty
we're
far away.
yeah, that's quite a ways away, I hear. So we don't really have any tables, but we have a room at the bar. Would that be okay for you?
No, that is fine. That is fine.
Okay. He leads you in and sets you down at the bar. You sit down, and a bartender brings you over a very small menu. And as you sit down, to the right of you, you see Erin. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Give
All
her
right.
a little nod.
All right. So, Casrie is a slight half elf, standing at the bar with a drink in her hand. You see her throw her head back with loud laughter as she kind of casually chit chats with the people around her. She has become a bit of a local since she moved to the city a couple months ago, and she's quick to make new friends. She's very friendly, loves to talk. She has pale pink skin and short, shaggy black hair, and has a pierced nose with a small charm. But she often changes her look to meet the situation. But she usually favors flowy clothes and a black choker as her normal day-to-day garb, and that's kind of what you see her in now. So... Oh, hello, I didn't see you there. You must be new here. I don't recognize you at all.
No, I just got here.
Well, to be fair, I just got here myself. I mean, a couple of months ago. But I come here pretty often. This seems to be a pretty chill, casual place. Lots of excellent conversation with lots of interesting people.
Huh. Okay. Well, what is your name? I'm sorry.
My name's Casrie. So nice to meet you.
Okay, Casrie. I am Eivir.
Eivir, what a beautiful name. Tell me your entire life story. I want to hear everything.
Oh, I might need to order a drink first before I can do that.
You turn to the bartender and you see Erin. I think you're roboting. Sorry.
Yeah, Erin, you're roboting.
You seem to be frozen like this.
Like this, yeah.
That is a good look for Erin, though. I'm just saying.
That's really good.
Okay, you see the bartender, as you say you might need a drink, you see the bartender, like, standing very close to you. His face is, like, maybe 8 inches away, and he says, "And that's my cue. How can I help you? What would you like?"
What is like a signature drink that you serve here that a lot of the tourists really enjoy?
The tourists. I see. You're one of those people. Okay, we have a couple drinks here, and he says the 2 drink specials we have today are the mahogany, which is a. He goes on to explain is just a local brand of whiskey that's aged in mahogany casks. I have no idea if that's a thing. And then he says we have another one called the Stubborn Ass, and it's a lot of vodka and some fruit juice. And then we could probably make anything else you want.
Hold on, let me just make a decision for you. We're gonna take 2 ass drinks, if you would mind bringing.
You
them
see
over.
him. This is a human man, and he's just like right away.
Whoop! There he goes.
And he comes back with 2 of these, and just hands them to you.
Ooh.
Thank-
Cheers.
Thank you.
All right. Well, would
To
you like
new
any food?
New adventures.
I have this voucher for an entree. But what kind of food? Let me see.
He he feels like he interrupted the toast, and he's like, "I'm sorry for interrupting the toast." And he slides you a menu and just steps away, and it says, "There's roast venison. There's the painted grouse, which is their signature thing. There's some salad, and there's some pasta dishes."
I think I want some comfort food already. Can I get a venison?
Right away. And he
Thank you.
goes off.
That's an excellent choice. I often get the venison when I come here myself.
Hey, I'm used to a lot of meat, so
Sure, you can
I'm
get
very
that.
far
You can
from
get
home.
anything here. So you're new to town?
yes, I'm here for a little while.
Well, what are you coming here for? Are you here to gamble? Are you going to fancy parties? Are you here to watch the shows? Oh my gosh, the shows are amazing here.
Well, I guess I'm here to see what life is like off of Eris, you know? Like, I've never really been outside of the continent. I feel like this might be an interesting place, and so far it really is. Like, the people are very different from what I'm used to.
You are absolutely gonna love it.
Oh, well, I hope so. But, normally I'm a ranger, and people sometimes contract me when they have problems with their undead in the area. If they have like a crypt problem where there's monsters lurking around, they call me in sometimes. So I have saved up a little bit of money from doing that over the years, so I am treating myself to a little vacation.
Problems, huh? Well, I can't say I've seen much of that here so far, but that does not mean that there is any lack of work. I have found that, if you know the right people in the right places, you can find a job for pretty much anything.
I certainly hope there's no undead here. I mean, I'm kind of here to get away from work, but if it happens, it happens.
Always be prepared, an excellent motto. I like you already.
The bartender comes
Oh,
back,
oh.
and he just like pops up from the bar and hands you the venison, puts it down in front of you actually, and says, "Enjoy." And he takes the voucher, and then he walks away.
And I sort of look at the plate and I'm like, can I just, you mind if I just get a little, and she starts to put her hand towards the meat.
Can I cut you off a piece first?
That'll be
okay?
wonderful. I'm so glad you offered. Thank you so much.
Okay, and I will start cutting my venison steak, and I will cut her a little piece and put it on. Do you have a plate?
Nope.
We'll put it on your plate. Oh,
Take
well,
your
I
fork.
will take. Okay.
Grab.
Bartender?
Hand it back. Oh, it's great. It's not the best I've had, but it's pretty good.
Is that what people usually do here? Do they share items like forks and
I don't know. I'm a sharer, so
normal?
you want some of my drink? You want to try this out?
And if people do that here, then sure, I want to experience what it's like. So I will have a sip.
Can I order a
Destination,
couple of shots from our lovely bartender here?
Yeah, he's walking by, and he's like, "Hey, what can I get you?"
2 flaming fireball shots, please.
Sounds scary.
He leans in and is like, "Those are illegal, right?"
Do it quietly.
Okay, I'll do it quietly.
We're in a celebration. Come
And he
on.
comes back with two shots that you can see are on fire, and it's filled with a cinnamon flavored liqueur. And he sets them down in front of you and says, "By the way, are you all going to the show tonight? Topaz is singing up at the casino."
I haven't seen her, but I have heard she's amazing. And then I shove a shot glass into Eivir's hand and like forcefully cheers, spilling a little of the flame on my hand. Like, it's a dangerous drink, but
I can see that.
blow it out first. You ready?
Oh, okay.
To new best friends.
Yes, two new friends. Yes. Place is very strange.
So tell me more about that show, Mr. Bartender.
Yeah, well, all right, come here. He leans in close, like, I think both of you are pretty cool, and you, Eivir?
Eivir?
Eivir, I think you'll like this. He slides you 2 tickets, and he says, these are to Topaz's show, but it starts in 10 minutes, so you'll have to go soon.
Obviously, we have to go. And I motion at her food, like, if you want some help, I'll be happy to, take some of that from you.
He looks at Casrie and says, have you paid?
Well, I haven't yet. I mean, of course, our new friend here, she's new to town, so I couldn't possibly, pay for the bill when she's here.
Oh, well, yeah. And he motions to Eivir and says, okay, well, that'll be, he counts everything. He's like, that'll be 5 gold for everything.
I had the free voucher for
the free voucher. She did. I saw her have it.
It's not free for you, though.
Well, I mean, I didn't order my own entree.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
All right.
So the two drinks, 2 gold.
I'll split it with you.
With me.
No, with Eivir.
Oh.
Split it with you.
Oh. I guess that's fair. We'll slide a gold over the shot.
He takes the 2 gold and is like, thank you for coming to the Painted Grouse Tavern. My name is Rex, and it's been wonderful to serve you.
I thank you.
And he says, have fun at the show.
Hope to see you again soon.
And he's gone.
All right, and I grab Eivir's elbow and start to lead her out. Like, we gotta hurry up. We gotta get good seats.
Oh, okay.
Just take it with you. Just grab the haunch. And,
you see the waitress has brought you a little paper to package it up. It's like, do you want this?
No. We're going. We're going right now.
She hands you the paper, getting confused, and she's like, here, and takes it and walks off.
Okay. Okay. Let's go.
It's like street food.
Now it is because I'm taking it to go. Oh, sorry.
Okay, so you go outside, and you can see that there's a line of people leading up to the casino, and they start to queue up in line as if to go into the theater, which you see a sign for a theater that says the Glitz Theater.
Well, this is very fancy.
It's one of the nicest ones in town. I've heard Topaz is an amazing performer.
I don't think I've ever heard of her.
Well, I suppose that's your loss.
Oh,
Someone beside of you hears this and just puts a hand on your arm, and you look over and you see it's a female dwarf looking up at you. It's like, Topaz is the best ever. Oh my god, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. And she's
Really?
very.
That's good, huh?
You can see she's very drunk. She's like, it's so good. It's gonna be good. You go through the line, and a ticket agent just looks at you and says, all right, okay, so tickets, and they take it and punch it and give it back to you, and they motion you inside, where you go into a theater that is pretty big. It's about holds about 400 people, and the chairs are all cushioned with leather. It's very, very nice, and you see a stage that is has a band off to stage left, where you see a small band with someone on drums. There's a guy playing stand-up bass, and then someone playing a lute, and they are playing some just like ambient music as you go to your seats. The seats that Rex gave you are second row.
Oh, this is very close. Goodness.
Best seats in the house. Best for two girls out on the town tonight.
A
You sure they're not second best? Because we're second row. But these are still pretty good.
a gnome in a row in front of you turns around and is like, yeah, they're second best, and then turns back around.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. At least you're short, so I don't have to stare at the back of your head this whole time.
He turns.
And then she starts
and is just
frantically
like-
start looking around for a waiter to like flag down.
You do see a attendant come by, and he's like, yes, what can I do for you?
You want a drink, Eivir? Because I'm gonna get one.
You know what? Sure.
All right, 2 of your finest champagnes. Well, okay, second finest champagne. We're not that wealthy.
The second finest
Glares at
champagne
the
is 15
gnome.
gold a glass.
15 gold a glass. My goodness. All right. Well,
Mhm.
what's the 4th best?
2 gold a glass.
What's your
That's like you
7th
do.
best?
1 silvery glass.
Perfect. We'll take
And
2.
he
It'll be fine.
pulls a flask off of from a belt that goes around his back, and he opens it up, and he says it's pretty good. And he takes 2 glasses, pours it in there, and hands it to you, and it smells like champagne.
Well, cheers, I guess. Any port in a storm, right?
I need both of you to make me a Constitution check.
Oh, God.
All right, Constitution check.
No. Oh.
I got a 10. This is
I got
gonna-
a 3.
Okay, Casrie, you're getting pretty tipsy. Eivir, you're not used to this. You're really you're drunk. You're like bottle of prosecco that I had last night and got drunk and texted you drunk.
White girl wasted.
I'm very lightweight. It's you are elf girl wasted. Do what?
I think the alcohol is a lot stronger here.
Just
Oh my
sip it.
goodness.
It's okay.
Chug, chug.
I will need to lie down in a little while.
And at
Having
that,
a lot. Fuck.
the lights go out, and you see that behind the band, where there were some curtains closed, they open up, and spotlights shine down on Topaz. If you will describe yourself.
Yeah, so Topaz obviously is a singer at the Escape.
You're cutting out a little bit. If you can move your mic a little closer.
Can you hear me now?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, so Topaz is a famous singer at the Golden Scape. Most who know her would describe her as a total diva. When she's not on stage or demanding another coffee from her assistant Nos, she's an attention seeker who loves to party and have a good time. On the stage now, she's got she's kind of short, but she's got some pretty tall heels on. She's got light brown skin, brown eyes, and a very flashy golden costume on with a lot of glitter and makeup, and she's got a huge like platinum blonde wig on that is probably a little bit blinding under the spotlight, honestly.
I have never seen anything like this.
She
The
kind of
production value is very good here.
she kind of steps
Thank you.
forward, and she'll kind of wave to everybody in the audience, you know, just hamming it up a little bit as everybody cheers and all that stuff. Giving the band a moment to warm up.
Clap small.
And
She's doing like golf claps.
the band starts. They start playing, and it's pretty upbeat. And the band leader stands up and says, "Hello, everyone. I am Ordo Knox, and this is the Platinum Players, and our special, our resident tonight is Miss Topaz, and he flourishes his hand over to point at you, and you can see fire erupt from his fingertips as he does it. And what does Topaz do?
Topaz will. Okay, quick question. Is there like a mic, or are we just. She just going crazy?
There are microphones available, and you can see that there's one up there, but you don't have to use it.
Okay. She'll step up to the mic and she'll say, "Good evening, everyone. It's so lovely to see you all." And she kind of waits a moment for everyone to, like, respond, you know, the kind of scripted, like, thing that performers do. And then she'll say, "Well, everybody settle in. I've got something quite delightful for you tonight." And she'll step back from the microphone and she'll start to sing.
Okay, and your performance goes on for 2 hours. Make a performance check with advantage. You've been doing this a while.
Oh, God, okay. Alright, with advantage, that is a 23.
Wow.
You're killing it tonight. Everyone's clapping. You get a standing ovation. Even the band leader was just like, "Holy crap, that was amazing!" And he's clapping. Everyone's clapping. And everyone's standing up clapping.
Eivir is drunk and she like grabs Casrie's arm for a second. She's like, "She is really good. I like her a lot."
I told you she's like the whole best in town. I told you she's amazing.
Okay, you have sold me on the production value thing you were talking about. Great.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
It's like full on clapping now. It's not golf claps anymore.
Do you think we could sneak backstage and meet her?
Think.
You see that there is, as Topaz is still on stage, there is a door off to the right, stage right, that is unattended and open.
Come on. Oh, this is like a once in a lifetime chance. You're new here. You can meet a famous celebrity.
If I get kicked off the island, I'm blaming you.
Yeah. Grab her arm and like lead her off, like very sneakily and subtly, like, "Oh, we're just here, just hanging out, you know, not doing anything." Can we try and sneak into the door?
Yeah,
I think I would be
make
stealthiness
stealth
for this.
checks, both of you.
Shit. Oh. Stealth. Let me see. Okay.
Okay, my
These
stealth
guys
is
are going to jail.
my stealth is a 19.
Okay, what did you get, Allie?
I got a 5, and I just want to say that's on that D20. That is the third natural 2 I have rolled in a row.
Oh no!
Go to
That's,
jail.
yeah,
right
send
now.
it to jail.
They're bad.
Set it on fire. Okay, Allie, your stealth roll is not good either. Yeah. So you start to stumble, but Casrie, yours is so good. You manage to help her. So you're like a good partner in crime. You're like, shh, and you manage to get through the door, and it doesn't seem like anyone's seen you.
And like kind of walk in, look around, like is it dark? It's backstage essentially.
Yeah, so you see a corridor going down there, and it's dark where you are, but you can see light coming off from a door to the left, where you can see is the stage area. And in that corridor, you see a figure that would be new to you. And Wes, describe what they see.
Hello. The coffee-grabbing, clipboard-carrying, stick-in-the-mud assistant Nos trails after Topaz, much like a loyal hunting dog. Devoted to being the starlit shadow, his dark attire isn't a surprise to anybody in the Golden Escape, but the large-scaleless tail that trails behind him tends to tell a different story. He's taller than a standard kobold, with rust red and dull copper scales adorning his skin, and sharp green eyes that tend to stay glued to his schedule. A rather large white rat sits perched on his shoulder, a gorgeous engraved silver cup wrapped around the thick of its tail.
Dude, I think if we just keep going this way really quietly, we should be able to find Topaz's dressing room. Come on. And we're gonna keep moving forward and hope to kind of skirt around where we see this shadowy figure.
Okay. You're gonna have to make another stealth check for that one.
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay, I have a
Minute.
different D20 this time. This better fucking.
Go, Allie, go.
I have a 20.
Okay, that was a lot better. That was a 16.
There you go.
Wes, what is your passive perception?
That's an 11.
Okay, you managed to skirt on by him, and you do get to a door that has a golden star on it that says Topaz.
Okay, this has to be. And then give it like a really tiny, quiet knock.
It's locked. Oh, you knock on it. Sorry,
I'm gonna knock on it.
you can tell it's locked. No one answers.
He's there.
The vibrations of the knock tell you that it's locked on the inside.
Yeah, no one comes to answer.
Okay, this is a dud. I don't know. What else do you think? Do you know any ideas?
No, is she like further backstage? I don't know. I don't know anything about this place. Like, have you been back here before?
No, never. Okay, let's go ask that guy that we saw. Maybe he can help us. Let's just play it cool, pretend we're
Nos.
working tonight, okay? And they go up to Nos and say, "Hello, sir. We are waitresses tonight at the fine establishment here, and we are looking for Miss Topaz. We have something urgent to deliver to her."
Nos kind of turns around and eyes you two up and is just like, a delivery.
Very urgent.
He kind of pinches the bridge of his nose. My lady does not have any deliveries tonight.
I mean, how would you know?
Well, as her assistant.
Perfect. Well, then you can tell us exactly where she is. We have very urgent business with Miss Topaz. Maybe you can help.
I'm sure you do. He looks over his schedule and taps on it a couple times and looks back up at you. Names?
Well, I'm Casrie, and this is my friend Eivir. You should see us right there at the top. Very important guest.
Sure.
And at this point, I want to turn to Eivir and be like, "We have to get out of here. Go right now."
And at this point, Topaz, you would be off stage and coming back around the corner.
Yeah, so I guess they probably hear her heels clicking down the hall now. And she probably is like, Nos, I need a water immediately.
I'm on my way, my lady. And he actually has the water on him. And it,
Perfect.
not necessarily shoving you two aside, but like wedging himself in between y'all to get to her. My lady, you have some admirers.
I think she she starts to open her mouth to like talk to Nos like in a way where he probably knows that she's about to start complaining about something, but then when he says that, she's like, "Oh, hello. Wow. And who might you two be?"
We are big fans. We just saw your show. It was amazing, right? Elbow, Eivir.
It was great. It really was. I've never seen anything like this. I really
Thank you
liked it.
very much. That's so sweet of you to say.
And you just look gorgeous. So we were just wondering if you wanted to, like, hang out tonight, get a drink, go out on the town. Eivir here's just got here to the city.
I think Topaz she looks a little taken aback at first, but then she's like, "All right."
Perfect.
You know what? Why not? You're gonna have to give me a few minutes to change. You know, I can't really run into doors and, you know.
Oh, of course. That is understandable.
We'll wait out in the lobby. How's that sound? Nos, was it? Is that what we heard?
He's pinching the bridge of his nose again, and just kind of like slapping his tail on the floor, very irritated. Yes.
Perfect. Well, maybe you can come and find us when it's time, and maybe you can come with us. It'll be fun. It'll be a party.
I think Topaz actually kind of laughs when Casrie invites us. She's going like,
It'll be perfect. We'll find a great place to go. We'll be out in the lobby. Just let us know when you're ready. And then I'll grab Eivir, like, okay, let's go. Let's go find a good place to go.
Okay.
Nos
I'm
is
very out of my
very visibly like glaring at Casrie, especially when she turns around. And he looks back up at Topaz and is like, "My lady, we can't. We have so much to do tomorrow."
well, it couldn't hurt to go out for a little bit, right? I mean, you know, like half an hour.
Half an hour.
Oh, Nuss, I knew you'd understand.
Oh.
She'll go get changed.
He's like desperately writing as he's walking. Crossing things off, writing things in, crossing more things off, writing more things in. His schedule looks like a mess, and he looks like a mess in turn.
Oh my gosh! I think like as she's like taking her wig off, and did he come like in the dressing room with her, or
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm sure there's like oh, what are they called? A partition or something in
like a
between
little thing
them.
for her to get
Yeah.
changed. Yeah. She'll be doing that, and she'll say, "You are coming, aren't you?"
For your own benefit.
Are you sure you don't want to have a little fun while we're out?
Fun is not part of my job, Lady Topaz.
Oh, come on! Don't be such a stick in the mud.
Now that's my job.
She'll finish getting changed, and she takes off her wig, and she's got long black hair in a braid underneath, and kind of takes a moment to just, you know, make sure she doesn't have terrible wig hair, and put on something cute, a little party dress or something. Of course, it's very sparkly and gold and obnoxious. And she'll come out from behind the partition and look to Nos and say, "Are you ready?"
Yes, my lady.
All right, to the lobby.
So we need to come up with a place to go. What are our options here, Mr. DM?
Okay, so the Topaz, you would know that there's a party tonight at a very wealthy real estate mogul named Draz. He's holding a charity event that you've been invited to, and you are allowed to invite whoever you want. There's also the Painted Grouse Tavern as a bar. There's a bar inside of the casino, which all of you except for Eivir would know. And there's various shops. There's a bunch of restaurants. There's the Bottomless Cauldron if you want to go to a buffet and eat until you can't move anymore. Lots and lots of stuff.
That's the after party.
Oh,
Kayla's webcam.
Kayla's house just fell over.
I kicked the cord on accident. Okay, we're good.
Right.
But only Topaz knows about the party though.
Okay, well, we have everyone here. Nos, it's okay. This is going to be awesome. You're going to have a really great time. I totally believe this. What do you guys want to do tonight?
As you're standing there, a very tall tiefling is about 6'5", steps in between everyone and pushes you out of the way. It's like, "Excuse me," and he walks by, and he's wearing a tuxedo with a bow tie, and he is attended by a half-elf woman running behind him with a schedule, As she passes by, she looks over at Nos and she's just like, "Kill me!" And she follows him.
He nods.
Boy, that guy wasn't very nice, was he? Jeez.
Oh, don't mind him. That's just Giorgio. At least I assume it's Giorgio.
That is, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Don't mind him. That's just Giorgio. He's always a bit of a grump.
Well, I'm certain that he must be very important and have lots of important things to do that he has to just shove right through us, but he's forgiven.
Oh, I sincerely doubt that. But you're very sweet to say so.
Nos also just kind of silently shakes his head.
She'll say, but anyway, forget him. I know exactly where we should go.
Huh?
You see, there's a party tonight at, well, perhaps you've heard of him. Drax, the philanthropist. He's having a party tonight, and I was invited, but you're welcome to come along with me if you'd like.
Oh, not this guy.
Yes! Eivir, do you hear? We're gonna go to a party! A fancy pants rich person party!
I don't know if I have anything to wear. I will have to check.
I have plenty of stuff.
Oh,
You
okay.
need a moment to get changed.
Ooh, yeah, Topaz might have some pretty cool stuff too.
I
I don't
I
know
don't
if
want
anything
to.
I would have is quite your size.
don't want to infringe upon your wardrobe. I think Casrie is a little more close to my size, so I think I will do that. But thank you.
Of course. Well, why don't you go
Yes.
take care of that, and we'll be right here.
Okay.
All right, let's get Eivir a fucking cool dress.
Where are you going for a cool dress? Are you going to shop? Or are you going to your residence, or what?
I have plenty of things that'll probably fit you if you want to borrow something of mine, but otherwise we can go shopping. There's lots of good places around here.
I think I would like to go shopping when I am more sober.
You're still pretty tore up.
Yes.
So we drunkenly stroll around town to get to the other side. I don't think my house is all that far from downtown, so...
We can go there if that's okay.
You know that going to your house and back is going to take about 30 minutes. So Kayla, or Topaz and Nos will be waiting 30 minutes there for you.
That does feel like a
God.
long time.
That's as long.
Let's try the shop right here. I know a really good spot just around the corner.
There's a gift store inside of the casino that has like fancy garbs and stuff.
Oh, perfect.
The gift shop. Interesting.
What's the
Okay.
cheap place? Where's like the local pawn shop?
The thrift store.
There's a couple thrift stores, pawn shops nearby where people go and sell things to gamble with the earnings that they get. Yeah, so there's one not far from here.
Sounds like a good deal.
That might be an option.
And
Let's go check it out.
it's not far. It takes you like 2 minutes to get to. It's called the Golden Pawn.
Oh, perfect. I'm gonna look in the dagger section while she goes and looks at the dress section. You know, just to add a little something to the collection.
You see a bunch of fancy daggers. None of them look very usable. Most of them look like tourist trap trinkets. They are very fanciful, but like once you start playing with them, you can tell they're terrible.
No balance.
No balance.
Bad quality. It's alright. You gonna have any good luck over there with dresses there, Eivir?
I am looking. What kind of things do I see?
You see several fancy cocktail dresses. One in a deep red looks very nice for you and appears to be of your size.
Pink. Are there any black ones?
There is a black one of a similar cut.
Okay.
You can see
I
that
will try that one on.
it was marked as 1 gold and then slashed down to 1 silver.
That's
Oh,
a steal.
that was a very good bargain.
You tried on and it fits very well, but it's stinky.
Ooh.
Doesn't smell good.
You know, Eivir, if you did have your eye on that red dress, it's a little more expensive, but, you know, I have some skills in the, 5-finger discount department.
What? Well, I don't want to kicked off the island, so I'm going to avoid that for now. But I appreciate it, like I guess.
Well, suit yourself.
I will look at the red dress. How much is that one?
That one's 1 gold.
Oh. You know what? I'll try it on.
Just remember, offers always on the table.
You feel hot in that dress. Like, it looks good. You look down and you're like, damn.
Oh, it's hot, not like temperature. Okay.
Yeah.
Jackpot.
It's enchanted with fire.
Am I looking into a mirror?
Mm-hmm. There's a mirror in front of you.
I am drunk looking in the mirror, admiring myself, and you know what? I'm on vacation. Fuck it.
Treat
Let's
yourself.
As you leave, there is a gnome standing there wearing what appears to be a trucker hat, and he's like, "You gonna buy that?"
Yes.
That'll be... And he looks at the tag on it. 1 gold!
And I will go. Do I have to change back? Okay, I just have a gold.
He takes it and he's like, "Thank you! Alright, we're about to close, so kindly get the hell out."
Hold on 1 second. I need to use your dressing room. I'm gonna go in and change.
We're closing.
But it's gonna take like 1 second. It'll be fine. I just want to go check something out. I think I left my purse in there. Come on, you don't want me to leave my personal belongings
Do it.
behind, do you?
Fast.
And I go in the dressing room, and I have fancy armor that allows me to change the look of it at any time.
Mhm.
So I am going to change into kind of a pretty maybe purple ball gown,
Okay.
like a fancy evening wear, like straight skirt, kind of pretty nighttime gown.
As you come out, he looks at you and is like, "That'll be, wait, that's not ours."
Exactly. Thank you. Talk to you later. Like leave.
He watches you leave, and you can hear him be like, "What the fuck?"
Is that allowed?
And he comes and locks the door, and you see the lights go off, and he's just like standing there at the door being like...
Toodles.
Back in the casino, you find Topaz and Nos doing what?
I think Topaz is probably I think they're kind of in the lobby, right?
Mhm.
So people are probably passing by who recognize her, and she's probably just like, "Oh, have a good night. Yes, hello, me."
All right, well, we roll up in our fancy outfits. We're ready. Let's go to the party.
Oh, there you are. All right, let's get out of here. And she'll kind of, wave off the last of her admirers or whatever, and kind of drag them off in the direction that they go. I don't know how far this guy's house is.
It's not too far. It's about a 10-minute walk. It's out of the main casino strip, but it's a nice house nearby.
Okay.
As you're leaving, you see a gnome run up to you, and he looks up, and he has a goatee, and he's wearing what appears to be a wizard's robe, and he's like, "Topaz! Oh my God! I'm such a big fan. Could you autograph something?" And he pulls out his spell book and hands it to you.
I was afraid of what he was going to pull out. Okay.
Oh no.
Dirty gnome.
They're the worst.
she'll be like, "Oh, yes, of course," and she'll autograph his. Did he give her a pen?
He did not.
Okay.
I have a quill.
Well, shit.
I have a quill.
Oh yeah, of course Nos does. Okay, she'll
Yeah.
kind of hold her hand out and expectantly waiting for Nos to give her.
He'll begrudgingly hand it to her and pull out another one from his
Okay.
bag.
She takes it and she'll sign the spell book and she'll kind of hand it back to him like she's kind of barely holding on to the book, she kind of maybe doesn't really want to touch it, and she'll be like, "Oh, there you go. All right, have a good night. Bye bye now. Bye bye."
He closes it and he says, Excellent. Thank you so much. And then there's a shadowy figure beside of him that walks up, and you see through a black hood a beak pop out that just repeats, "Excellent. Thank you so much." And the gnome looks up at his companion and says, "Okay, let's go." And they walk off.
Right. Weird town, weird things happen. All right,
Vegas.
off to Drax's. Let's go, let's go.
Okay.
Nos will also hand her a handkerchief.
Oh, thank you. She'll wipe her hands off.
Okay.
Casrie,
You
I'm very off my element. I'm very nervous. I don't wear things like this. I don't.
You look gorgeous.
Don't
This-
good at this.
We're gonna have so much fun. It's great. Can I hand her like a water or an emergency or something like that to like take the edge off of her like drunken hangover that she's about to
Yeah,
have?
is she like obviously like wobbling and stuff?
No, she's just tipsy at this point.
Okay.
So what are you all carrying? All of you are dressed for a party. So are you you're mostly carrying cosmetic things, I assume, right? So I don't know if Casrie would have water. If she would have water, she can give it to her.
Oh wait, I took my water skin.
But she can
when
always
I
ask Mr. Nom.
took my water skin when I handed that lady my bags.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
Okay.
You have your own
Yeah.
water.
Good point.
Yeah.
I have my own. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Okay.
Encouragingly, like, hey, get some water going there, girly.
Stay hydrated.
We
Okay.
have a long night ahead of us of plenty of fun and drinking, and you know who knows what's gonna happen. So better hydrate now.
Oh God. Okay.
You walk over to Draz's house, and you see a 2-story, very fancy house with lots of people outside and inside partying. And Topaz, as you walk up, you notice Draz, about a 6 foot tall tiefling wearing a white goatee, longish white hair, dressed very fancy, holding a cup of wine that fancy way, just like, oh yes. He notices you and is like, "Oh, Topaz, hello. So glad you could make it to my charity party here. How are you doing tonight?" And he comes up and goes to shake both of your hands, but only gets one after he remembers he's holding wine.
She'll let him shake her hand and she'll say, "Oh, Draz, it is I'm sorry. They haven't met yet, right?"
He knows you very well.
Yeah.
You've seen him around town, so you would know each other, but you haven't met.
Okay. All right. So she'll say, "Oh, it is such a delight to finally meet you properly."
I know. I've been saying to my friends and to my wife, "Oh my God, we've got to meet Topaz," and I just knew I had to invite you to this party. There's no pressure to donate, but if you would like to donate to my educational fund for the island, that would be wonderful. However, that's for another time. Come with me. Come with me. Who are your friends?
Oh, this is She looks back because she doesn't know their names.
Casrie and Eivir, we're friends, and we all just became the best of friends tonight. We're just so happy to be here. Thank you so much for the invitation. And then head off towards the bar. Like, gonna skip the
Well,
tour.
no. Hold on. You must get a tour first. You're with Topaz. You must get a
Oh,
tour.
sure.
Come back. I'll get you wine. We'll have wine. Don't worry.
Okay, sure. That sounds great.
Yeah, everything's great. And he motions towards the kobold. Is like, and who are you?
Oh, this is my assistant, Nos. She doesn't even give him a chance to introduce himself.
He doesn't even try.
Oh, my poor dear, you look positively overwhelmed. Is everything okay?
Was that to Nos?
Yeah.
He just silently nods.
Oh,
well.
he's fine. Don't worry about him. Don't worry about him. Let's go on this tour. Come on.
He says, "Well, first we'll hit up the bar," and he walks in, and you take a left, and there's a bar there with several casks of wine behind it, and someone serving them, and he walks over to the bartender. He's like, give me 4 of those Umbrian Reds. And the bartender's like, are you sure? He's like, yeah. He turns and says, it's on the house. These are something like 25 gold a glass. It's fine. And he hands them to each of you.
Topaz kind of, she'll do the sophisticated thing of like swirling it in the glass and smelling it before she.
Oh, I see you're used to the proper smelling of wine. Excellent.
The proper smelling.
On the other hand, go straight for like a nice sip, like give it a test. I have no idea how strong it is, but we're gonna give it a taste test and see how it is. What does it taste like?
It is
Smell it as well.
strong. It is very, very strong. It is like a fortified wine.
They give it like a
Well,
shot
well,
and like,
well,
woo,
it's because
we're gonna
it's
have a fun night tonight.
And he looks down at Nos and says, will you be having any? And he hands you a glass.
He holds this glass in his hand and gives it a sniff. Could I do a perception check on this?
Absolutely.
Detect poison.
Well, that's a 19.
Woo!
What are you looking for anything in particular when you are checking the wine?
Just anything, really.
It's very strong. It appears to be thicker than most wines would be, but you don't detect anything that is
Nothing nefarious.
Nothing nefarious. Draz seems to be just a guy who really likes wine.
He does like that. Oh, what? That thing where a dog kind of like has something in its mouth that it doesn't like. And like he's trying not to be like so outward about it, but like he is a kobold. He is not meant for these things. And so he like he hands it back, and it's just like no, thank you.
Oh, well, I don't know. Suit yourself. And he hands one to Eivir and says, hey, you can have 2.
Let me just help you with that. Grab.
Yes, please. Eivir will sniff the wine again, but not because she's classy. It's because she's skeptical. And she'll take
Can I
the
like
time
kind of
to-
do like a slightly like unclassy like pour the cup into a flask on the side kind of?
Sure, yeah. Are you trying to hide it?
See, yeah. Well,
Okay.
it's a classy place.
Make
Save it for later. Though,
make
you
a
know?
stealth check.
God.
I don't want to be rude. My goodness. Oh, it's a 14. I don't want to be rude.
Okay, the bartender, he just like sneaks up behind you and says, it's okay, but that is the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And he just like walks back.
All right. Well,
That's really good.
talked in. See you later.
And the bartender's like, you go through this party. Draz is keeping you in tow, and he takes you through some of his rooms. He's got a very nice wine cellar. He's got some fancy libraries, and he keeps talking about his displays upstairs, about how he's thinking about opening a museum at some point and all the artifacts he's collected. He wants to show you some, but not yet. He takes you through some of the rooms. He introduces you to people. And this is a very diverse crowd. From all your time here, the Destination Isle seems to have a diverse set of races that visit. You've seen tieflings, you've seen gnomes, you've seen dwarves, you've seen Genasi. You've even seen one minotaur at the party who is walking around just holding a big glass of wine, drinking from it. Mingling. It's a pretty tolerant place and very diverse.
When the Minotaur walks by, Topaz winks at him.
He sort of huffs and looks at you for a second, blinks real hard, and is like, "Oh, one eye," and then walks by. And then he does a double take and comes back. He's like, "Oh, you're Topaz.
That's me.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you." And he takes he puts the big wine glass in his left hand and reaches down to shake your hand. And
Does
says,
he have like one of those like wine glasses that are like a whole bottle because he's so big? Like...
It's basically like in a small aquarium.
Yeah. Okay. She'll shake his hand.
And she shakes yours back, and I'm sorry, he shakes yours back, and he's just like, I would love to talk with you sometime. I've got a house nearby. Maybe we could meet up sometime. That would be great.
She'll say, I don't even know your name.
Oh, my name's Cliff. Sorry.
And incredible chance, I actually speak Minotaur because I random language. And as a rogue, I can speak like a billion languages.
He's speaking common right now, but yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yep.
yes. Well, I'm speaking out of character to the group here, but
It's so funny though.
I would like to tell poor Cliff here, like in Minotaur, like you don't got a chance, buddy.
Oh.
He
Nicely.
frowns for a second and then looks back at Casrie and says back in Minotaur and is like, well, what about with you?
And then I write my number, whatever the equivalent of a number.
Your address.
My pigeon address.
Your mailbox number.
My mailbox number. I'm like, oh yeah, give me a call next week. Well,
He laughs and smiles at Topaz, downs the entire aquarium worth, and walks off.
I think
What just happened?
that's gonna come back and haunt me at some point in my life.
Oh yes.
I think
Casrie, what
Topaz
did
will
you
look
do?
back
What
at
just
Casrie
happened?
like, oh, I didn't know you spoke Minotaur.
Well, you pick things up here and there.
Um,
Well, whatever you said, it certainly seemed to make him very happy.
Well, I
Say
give him
so,
my
man.
neighbor's number, so we'll see what happens.
What?
oh man, that's good.
Give him my number.
Um,
What did you say?
She gave him her neighbor's
My
number.
neighbor's number.
I thought you
Oh,
said
I thought you
Eivir,
said
and I was
Eivir,
very
too.
confused.
I also gave her Aver's number, so
I was like, excuse me?
You can say the Cliff's in a good mood now. He's just like, and he goes to refill his aquarium with that incredibly expensive wine. Dryaz is just kind of laughing. He's like, oh, Cliff's a great guy. Casrie, I speak Minotaur too, so I heard all of that. I hope you'll have a lovely date. He says that in Minotaur.
I was like,
Oh,
you know, love can be found in the most coincidental places, like your party. Here
Yeah, I've never had any beef with Cliff. He's a good guy. Ah, pun intended. Let's move on. And he walks you through the rest of the house, and he says, well, shall we go upstairs? He shows you the master bedroom, many of his guest rooms. He's got 3 guest rooms there. He says, Topaz, perhaps, if you ever get tired of that fancy resident musician suite that I'm sure you have, just, you can come stay at a guest room for one of my party anytime you want.
oh, how sweet of you.
And he walks you through, shows you the library this time. And then you hear commotion outside.
Uh-oh.
He's like, oh, what is this? You hear screaming.
Oh,
What is happening?
And he goes to check. And you see, you can see just down the stairs, like Cliff is bowling out of the way as you hear a crossbow bolt unleash and stick into the door.
oh.
A man goes over to the door, closes it, locks it, barricades it, pulls down a grandfather clock nearby, props it against the door. 2 men walk upstairs, and one of them grabs Draz, puts a knife to his neck, and looks at you all and says, why didn't you fucking run? Anyways.
Nos will pull Topaz behind him. It will do nothing, but he is a kobold.
The man looks down and is like, that's adorable. Okay, so Draz, where's the tablet at? And Draz looks back. He's like, oh shit. Okay. He points down the hallway, and the man holding Draz moves him and looks at you all. It's like, you're going in first. And he motions to the door. It's like, and then he looks at Casrie. He's like, open the door. Walk inside.
I mean, I was just
Do
here
it.
minding
Do
my
it.
own business.
He
Okay,
cuts.
okay.
Starts to cut a little bit into Draz. Okay.
Okay, okay. Open the door.
All right. Inside. Go.
Begrudgingly walk inside.
You see the third man comes upstairs, and they all walk in behind you all. And as you go in, you see Topaz and anyone who was around, you would recognize this, the gnome from before, standing beside of a window that is open.
The autograph guy?
Yeah. He is crouching down, picking up a tablet that has some runes etched on it. The hooded figure that was with him from before is in the room too, with a hood pulled back, and you see a raven face. The gnome looks at you all and says, hey. The Kenku jumps out the window. The gnome steps back and says, this is awkward, smoke bomb! And he goes to cast a spell, and nothing happens.
Oh no.
And then you see electricity, like a lightning arc spark behind him, and fire just erupts around him, setting some curtains and a bookshelf on fire, and he says, shit! And he jumps out the window.
What is going on?
The man holding Draz is like, was that the tablet? Did they just steal the fucking tablet? Alright, fuck. And he pushes Draz forward and mutters some words to the people behind him. He's like, alright, we gotta dispose of them and get the hell out of here. They draw their weapons. Roll initiative.
Oh god. Okay.
I did not.
Did you say you're in here?
Huh?
Ooh.
How many people are in here right now?
It is the party, Draz, and 3 aggressive people.
Okay.
That is an 18.
Your boy's got a 21.
Oh boy!
I also rolled a 20. Natural 20.
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna have to get that in just a second.
Damn,
okay, I
we're
want to make sure
ready
it's
for a
changing. Okay.
fight.
Eivir left all of her gear at the casino.
Yes, I didn't.
Okay, what is Eivir's initiative?
I rolled a natural 20, so it's 23.
Okay. Nos?
23.
Nos got a 21, right?
Yes.
Okay, Topaz?
Topaz got an 18.
10, and Casrie?
19.
19. Okay, I'm using a new
Damn, we're on
battle
top of
tracker.
shit.
Wasting all the good rolls on the initiative, man.
Ain't that the way, though?
Okay, Eivir. Here's our battle map. You can check into Roll20 now. It is displayed in the bottom left of the stream. I hope it is, at least. You notice, however, that there are suits of armor nearby with swords on them. There are bows and arrows on the wall. This is a fancy room with lots of artifacts around. There are weapons to scavenge.
Ooh.
So it is your turn. You are standing... well, the way I set it up was... you see, as these people have begun to draw their weapons, they transform. And you see their form shift, and tiger features sprout from one of the men, wolf features from another, and boar features from another. These are were creatures.
Hello?
What the fuck?
Okay.
Okay, is there like a bow and some arrows? Like
There's
a
a-
long bow?
There's a bow and arrow on the wall to your right, where I'm pinging.
Bow and one arrow.
No, there's multiple arrows in a quiver.
Okay. I will don't see Okay, I see it now. Yes. Okay, I will.
I don't see a map.
I will go and get that.
I'm
and,
sorry. I'm sorry.
See it on
Okay, there we
Roll20.
go.
There we go. There we go. There we
My
go.
bad.
Thank you.
Learning to stream.
Yay.
You're not my girl.
Is the guy still like? So the guy is not still like holding Brad hostage.
He pushed him forward, and he has drawn
Okay.
a blade.
Okay, the guy who was holding him like with the knife to his neck, I am going to try to shoot that guy.
Okay.
So let me. I will just roll in the beyond. Another fucking 2. That's an 8 to hit.
The
D&D Beyond is haunted.
the bow is just like you go to pull it, and you're not used to that thing yet. The arrow actually almost hits Draz in the foot, and he's like, "Oh God, I don't know who's more dangerous."
Sorry.
Um,
I've been drinking.
well, you have a bonus action. Do you do anything with it?
Let's see. I Slayer's Prey. So as a bonus action, you designate one creature you can see within 60 feet. And the first time each turn that you hit that target with a weapon attack, it takes an extra 1d6. Okay, so I am going to target the guy who was having the knife at Draz's neck with Slayer's Prey. So every time I hit him now, he takes extra 1d6.
Okay.
That is my bonus action, and that is my turn.
Okay, it is now. It is Nos's turn.
It's me. I will cast Burning Hands on the. What is he? I forgot already.
The guy
A
who
baboon?
there's a tiger man, a wolf man, and a boar. They are
Oh,
very
that's what he
creatures.
is, Wolf. Okay. I will cast Burning Hands on the Wolf Man.
Sorry, I should move to where you can see his thing. Okay, so that's a touch spell, right?
Is it?
Burning hands?
Each creature in a 15-foot cone
Oh, no.
must
Okay.
make a dexterity saving
Oh.
throw.
Okay, so where are you shooting that cone at?
Right in front of me.
Okay, that's gonna hit Draz too.
That's cool.
All right, cool. Yeah. Oh, I like Nos a lot already. Okay. You said a dexterity save. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
Of at least 13.
Okay. This drunk old tiefling dives out of the way just in time to only take half, and he jumps to the side. The werewolf, however, fails it. He rolls a. Wait, does he fail it? Actually, let me see. I think he does. Yes, he does. He rolls an 11.
Okay.
Okay, roll
So
beautiful
that
green
is
damage.
a 13.
Okay. So he takes 13 damage. And Draz, you singe his leg, and he's like, "Oh, today's terrible." And he's just like drinking from his wine, and he goes to scramble towards his piano and starts to hide under it.
This will also make the fire worse if there's anything else
Okay,
flammable.
there is a spreading fire in this area here, which I will indicate by
Ooh, with a fire picture.
drawing in red.
Draw some little zigzags.
Zigzaggy. And now there's
Yeah, oh,
some
look at
fire
that.
over here too now.
There you go. Fire
Okay.
picture.
I am an artist, thank you. All right, anything else for
Like
us?
a masterpiece.
As my bonus action, Nos will also snap his fingers and put down a unicorn spirit as a spirit.
Okay.
And that will give me and my allies advantage on all ability checks made to detect creatures in the aura. In addition, if you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to any creature inside or outside the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to my druid level.
Damn,
Nice.
alright.
The unicorn. Okay.
Fire the hell out of me in real life.
Unicorn. All right, it is the werewolf's turn. He is on fire now, and he's like scrambling to put it out, and he runs up and gets in Nos's face. And I need to move the fire, so I can't click on my werewolf. He runs up, gets in Nos's face, and not without any fear from the other people, stands right here and goes to attack. He drops the blade, and he goes to attack with a bite and with a claw. That is a 11 to hit, and that is
Nope.
a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Okay, you're just dodging out of the way. Nos is just like, the werewolf looks very frustrated by this too. Okay, Casrie, it's your turn.
This wolf is on fire.
Ooh.
This
So,
wolf is on fire.
I think the only thing I have on me are daggers, because I carry 2 in my boots. So, I'm assuming I still have daggers on me. So what I'm going to do is, I'm kind of hoping that I can come up behind... Is Tiger Guy actually facing the wall like he's shown on
No,
this
I'm just the
diagram?
worsty. I'm sorry.
Okay.
He's facing you. That would be kind of funny, though. What's fight?
Whatever he's doing, Hiya!
Yeah.
So is Wolf... I see his back at this point.
Yeah, you see his back.
Okay. Can I try and kind of get behind him
Mm-hmm.
and slit his throat?
You can try to do that. It may not... Yeah, go for it. You're gonna have to roll hit.
So what is that? Just a dagger roll to hit?
Mm-hmm. And you can take, since you're new to roll 20, drag over your portrait here and drag your portrait where you want to be. The wolf is facing Nos.
Okay.
He's facing that way.
Oh, I see it now. Okay.
You
I want to
probably
be there then.
There you go.
Okay, so because you
I
can
wanna be
draw
there
a
then.
line between you and an ally that includes that enemy, you have advantage, so you can roll with advantage to attack.
Oh
Flank
shit.
and
Okay.
wait,
How do I do that with
Just-
my? So I just rolled attack regular.
Yeah, roll it twice on D&D Beyond and take the highest.
Okay. So one is an 18,
Mm-hmm.
and the other is a 10.
18 will hit. So go ahead and
Okay.
roll your damage, then your sneak attack damage.
So regular dagger damage is gonna be a 6,
Okay.
and then sneak attack damage. I don't know where that is.
So if you look on your sheet, scrolling down to where it says actions at the bottom, it says other, it says sneak attack. It's 3d6. So you can use the dice roller in the bottom left to tap d6 3 times and roll that.
Done. It is 16. That guy
16.
got
Dang.
owned.
He got bowled pretty hard. You do not kill him, but you do manage to get up, and you go to cut his throat, and he notices and steps away just in time, but you leave a pretty sizable gouge into his neck, but he's still fighting.
Oof.
Sorry.
Okay, anything else?
Let's see here. I'm still there. No, I think that's okay, right? I don't know. Kind of leave. What other actions can I take at this point?
If you have a bonus action, you can do that. I don't know if you have one, though.
I think we're good.
Okay.
I'll investigate the bonus action
You're-
in the meantime.
Okay. So it is now Tiger's turn. Tiger. Okay, Tiger gets behind Casrie and attacks Casrie with advantage.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
That was what it was. It was dash, disengage, or hide.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, but yeah, you'll have
This
it
time
next
now I
time.
know. All right.
So he goes to bite and rolls a that is a 20 to hit.
I have 17 armor class.
Okay, so 20 hits, and then the next one's also a 20. So he bites out and claws at you, just raking over you, and that is 1d8. That is 7 plus 10. 17 damage.
Oh.
It's a big
Ow.
ouchie.
Big ouchies.
That's a big ouchie.
Yeah.
Dang. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Now it's
I'll
Topaz's
take
turn.
it.
All right. So quick question: Which one of them seemed like they were kind of like the leader of this group?
It seemed like the wolf was the leader, but the wolf doesn't seem like the strongest. The tiger seems like the strongest.
Okay. All right. So I think what Topaz is going to do is she's going to cast Charm Person at 2nd level, which means that she can charm 2 people at once. So she's going to target the boar and the tiger.
Okay.
So they need to make a wisdom saving throw. And I think...
Okay, they do it with advantage because you're fighting them.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the boar and the tiger, you said?
Yes.
Okay. The tiger... the tiger fails. Rolls an 8 with an advantage.
Damn.
Okay. And was it the wolf or the boar? The other one.
The boar, yeah.
Boar rolls a 16, so they save.
Okay. Yeah. He does not.
Okay, he is charmed to you and says, you can hear it say with recognition because you're just a known quantity. It's like, Topaz, we don't want to hurt you.
You don't have to.
And he backs away briefly. Okay, anything else?
Sure. Let's do okay. Let's do this. All right. I'm going to use my Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
As a bonus action, spend 1 use of Bardic Inspiration to grant 8 temporary HP to up to 4 creatures that you can see. So, everybody else in the party gets an extra 8 temporary hit points.
Nice.
Thank you.
Aaron, to add temporary hit points, you on your D&D Beyond, you just you click on your HP, and then there's a.
I see temp.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
That little,
Yep.
at an 8 there.
Yep,
All right,
8.
awesome.
Got
It's
it.
actually easier than I thought it was to do. I haven't done that in a while myself. Okay.
That's it for me.
All right. It is now the boar's turn. The boar goes forward to attack Eivir. Faces Eivir, and then this guy is holding a short spear. It's like a 3-foot long spear. Attacks with it twice. First one's a 4 plus a 4 for an 8. Next one's a 10. What's your AC without your armor on?
It's 13, it looks like.
You're just dodging left and right.
Yeah. I had leather armor on and I unequipped it.
Okay.
It's 13 now instead of 14.
So it's 10 plus your dex. Okay, so yeah, he misses you. This guy's not very well coordinated. Even though you're very tipsy. Everything's fine.
Leather stuff, fucker.
Her instincts are there.
All right, Eivir, it's your turn.
Drunk master.
Okay, the guy that just tried to hurt Casrie, I don't like him. I'm going to shoot him with an arrow.
Okay.
Because Casrie is my only friend here.
Yeah.
The tiger is who you're shooting?
Ooh.
The wolf.
Oh, the wolf. Okay.
Well, I rolled very good. Rolled a 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Yes. And let me...
And don't forget the
longbow.
little mark you put on him too.
Oh, yes! Okay, so I get to roll another d6. Okay. A d8 plus a d6. So that is 6 plus 3 is 9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage to him. All right, he's starting to look pretty bad.
Ooh. Okay, wait, so did he hit Casrie?
No, the tiger hit Cassie.
Oh, okay.
Oh, were you attacking the wolf or the
Wolf is
tiger?
very
The
close
wolf's
to
the
being
guy you had.
dead.
She wanted
Who
to hit
attacks
whoever was
Casrie?
hitting Casrie, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. That is the tiger. Okay, you did hit him, and by
Okay.
doing that, sorry, that was my bad.
Okay.
Okay. that.
It does end the charm.
Yeah,
on it,
that does
yeah.
end the charm, and he shakes it
Fuck.
off, and he's like, just starts snarling, looking at Topaz and looking at Eivir. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, now it is. Do you have anything else? Any other bonus action you do? Okay. It is now Nasa's turn again.
That's me.
Yeah, no.
As I'm having this stare down, or as Nos is having this stare down with this wolfman, he will open his mouth. Even though this says it says extend your hand, I'm gonna say he opens his mouth and sprays some poison at him. So he has to roll a Constitution check or
Okay.
saving throw.
Is this
sorry.
the wolf?
Yes, this is the wolf.
What's the range on that?
It is 10 feet.
Okay, is that gonna get Casrie in it too?
No.
Okay.
I feel like since it's point blank, it would be kind of blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. He rolls a 3.
Well,
It's bad.
he takes 2d12 poison, huh?
Okay, go ahead and roll that.
That's a 13.
13.
See ya.
He falls to the ground. He is not dead, but he is still fighting, but he has been knocked back by this. He falls to the ground at Casrie's feet.
Oh yeah.
Okay, he gets up. He sees that things are, because it's his turn. Oh wait, sorry, Nas, is your turn done?
Yes.
Okay, I got ahead of myself. Sorry. The wolf
Real
freaks out.
quick, Val.
Hey.
When I hit him with the longbow, I should have done an additional 3 damage, so it should be 12, not 9. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
forgot it was 1d8 plus 3.
No, that's fine. Okay, got it. The
I'm
wolf.
off in the game today because my character is drunk.
Yeah, I'm a little drunk too, IRL. The wolf freaks out. He sees that things are going badly. He sees Cassie above him. He sees Nos above him. Nos just like had the worst breath ever, and he's just like, okay, this is not worth it. The thing's not even here anymore, and he runs, and he begins to bolt for the door, trying to break it down. And Casrie and Nos, you may use your reaction to take an opportunity attack if you wish.
I don't want to kill him though. I would
Okay.
only want to knock him out.
You can
we
attack
talk
with
to him?
non-lethal damage if you want.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
I'm just here to
What-
protect Topaz, so I'm good.
What do I have to do to do non-lethal damage?
Make an attack and just say you're going for something particular, like you're going to try to hit him with the hilt of your dagger or something.
Is that with advantage or without?
Without advantage.
Okay. So it is a 16 to hit,
That hits.
and damage is 8.
Okay.
But I don't want to kill him.
He is knocked out.
Yay.
He goes, he's running, and he still has momentum, and he crashes into the door, and he falls there, still in the fire, though.
Oh,
So much for not
Wow.
killing.
He's gonna get.
Okay, Casrie, it's your turn now.
damn it! I'm gonna go save that idiot from the fire.
Okay. That'll take your
I wanna
action.
fucking pull him out and like pat him down and like I want to talk to this guy, man. I need some information.
Okay, move your icon to where it will be on Roll20.
Well, he's over here. Okay, well I guess I'll pull him. I'm gonna pull him backwards out of that fire jumble.
Okay.
It's here, I guess. Yeah, there you go.
All
Yeah,
right.
that way.
So, you pull him out of there. The fire's still going, but you manage to pat him down. That'll take your action, but you still have a bonus action if there's anything you want to do.
I want to hide from here because I feel like Tiger is probably gonna not be that cool about this. So,
Okay. If you're just gonna like you're probably gonna need to use
Is there
your.
curtains anywhere back along here? Can I like, try and slip in and like
There's-
try and just become very quiet and
There were some curtains at the north wall, but they're on fire now. There are some
oh,
pillars
we don't wanna get in the
nearby,
fire curtain.
but you're gonna make that hide check with a disadvantage because people can see you.
Oh right.
So you're literally just gonna be like this. You're gonna be like, oh shit.
And I guess I can't I guess I can't disengage around Wolf. So
You can,
I kind of have to.
You can make a path to where you can avoid him, but to run the rest of your movement.
Okay, so I've managed to pull him out, but I can maybe, like, how far can I run with my escape?
Like, you can get to, like, right here, probably.
Oh, here?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. That feels pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right.
Are you dragging him with you, or?
No, I just
Okay.
left him there. I just want to get the fire out, and we'll deal with
I
that
gotcha.
guy later.
All right. The tiger sees the writing on the wall. He says, "This is not worth it." He goes out and he begins to run. He passes by Nos, takes a swing with a sword as he goes past Nos, just to try to deter him
no.
from attacking. Rolls a 21.
Okay.
That is a I should have my dice out. That is 6 damage.
That's fucking shit damage.
Yeah. And he as he does that, he runs to go past you. Do you do any attack of opportunity?
I wouldn't be able to do like a cantrip on that, right?
No. Not
No?
unless it's a reaction can't. Well, no. It's sorry. It's only a attack of opportunity that you can do.
No, I don't really. I have bare hands right now.
Them little beasts.
Okay.
He's only got his little claws.
All right. So the tiger takes a swing at you, cuts into your arm, and he runs past, going to the door. It's running through the fire, and as he gets to the door, a loud noise kicks down the door, and the door falls onto the tiger. You see a woman walking in wearing a black cocktail dress, wielding a great sword. She
Hell yeah.
walks over the door, and she's standing about 6'2". She's a pretty tall lady. She takes the sword, flips it over, and stabs down into his neck, killing him on the spot.
Oh my god.
She puts the sword over her shoulder and says, "This is..." And she sees Draz over there. She's like, "Draz, this is the worst party you've ever invited me to." Standing behind her is a tiefling man who walks in. There is a book floating beside of him. He says nothing.
What the fuck is going on?
Topaz, it's your turn. There is the werebore left.
First of all, do I recognize these people?
You would not recognize these people.
Okay. All right. I'm going to use my action to use my tattoo on
Okay.
Mr. Boar over there. So everybody else will see kind of a coming down from kind of the nape of her neck, these like snake-like tattoo patterns that kind of come down her arm slowly and shoot out and kind of try to wrap around the boar guy. So he needs to give me a strength saving throw.
Okay. He rolls a 2.
Okay, so
These guys.
he is now grappled by me, and he will also be taking 3d of force damage.
All right.
You're fucking badass.
12 damages.
12 damages.
12 damages.
Okay. Does your tattoo... Does the grappling action wrap around his mouth at all?
I don't think so. I think her interest is just to keep him there and not, like, to keep him from running away. She doesn't
Okay.
think that he needs to stop
He
talking.
drops his spear and looks over his shoulder at the dead tiger and the unconscious wolf. As he does this, the woman who just stabbed the tiger takes something from behind her back, throws it inside, and it is a bear's head. And she just says, "Got your friend too." He gives, and the boar gives up,
Okay.
and you are now out of combat.
That's pretty hardcore.
I think Topaz sees this woman at the door, and she's like, "I don't believe we've met."
Topaz, the singer, right? Yeah, we wouldn't have met.
That's where you're supposed to tell me your name.
My name is Ceres.
Nice to meet you, Saris.
And
So,
I guess
I'm
it's nice to meet you too, but I'm covered in blood. And she motions down at her red dress, which is a dark red covered with bright red blood now.
um, she'll say, well, don't worry, darling. I can recommend you a cleaner if you'd like.
That would be lovely. Do you mind explaining what the fuck is happening here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
I would love to know that. Is the wolf alive?
Yes, he is. I saved him.
That's excellent. Do you want him to stay alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Talk to him.
All right.
Go over there and like prop him up and give him a little drink and slap his cheeks, little wolf cheeks.
Hello, Whoopsie.
He wakes up and he goes to run.
No.
Make a grappling
There's like
check.
5 of us here, so like
Make a grapple check.
I'll do myself,
Okay.
but there are lots of us here.
So do a athletics check.
Athletics. It is a 5.
All right. Well, he rolls with disadvantage because he's disoriented, and he hilariously rolls so badly that he falls.
Oh,
So
wow.
my dice are now in jail.
Welcome to the club. I
Dra-
have a D20 for life. It's still across the room from when I chucked it.
Do what, sir? Oh, the
D20
dice
from
jail.
earlier.
Yeah. I don't
Still
blame
across
you.
the room because I needed it.
The heck with that dice. Okay. The tiger is dead. The wolf is fallen on the ground. Is anyone doing anything to him?
Yeah, I want to talk to that guy.
Okay. He turns over. The boar is still alive. Draz looks over at the 2 guests who just stepped in. And he motions to the tiefling. He says, "Troy, do you mind?" And he gestures to the fire. The tiefling, identified as Troy, now steps in, motions to his book, and he says, "Yes, handle it." And a giant tidal wave erupts from the book, emanating behind you all, puts out
Okay, I
the
was gonna say,
fire.
does it hit us?
No, it emanates behind you, puts out the fires, and Draz looks over at Troy and says, Is there any way you could have done that otherwise? And Troy's just like,
Nos also looks kind of pained, but he doesn't say anything.
Draz comes out from under the piano and says, "Right, well, we seem to have been attacked. Does anyone mind going to get the guards? We should get the police involved in this."
Hold on. I think we should just have a conversation really quick. Just super quick. Go ahead and close the door and just have a conversation.
He motions at Troy. He's like, "Get the guards."
Now, Troy, you should really...
Troy's gone.
Okay, well, we're gonna have a conversation anyway. So, there's a wolf guy, and there's you, and there's a mysterious tablet. Care to give us any kind of clues here as to what the pieces are together?
The wolf and the boar have both transformed back into human form. They appear to be both humans. They're fairly muscular, and the wolf speaks up and says, it's just a job. He motions to Casrie, noticing the daggers like you would understand.
Well, certainly, but what was the job? That's what I'm really interested in here.
Get the tablet, kill the tiefling.
Yeah, tablet means a lot of different things. If you could just...
And
Go
Draz
ahead
is
and
just like,
explain that.
"Why kill me? I do such great stuff for this town." And he just starts going off on a tangent. The wolf is just like, "If you give me to the guards, they're gonna kill me."
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it changed the order of things. Oh, there we go.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. We went back. Awesome.
Like, stopped working.
No, it's fine.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so sorry, I got distracted by that. The wolf talks about how it was a job. Draz is going on about how like he does so much for this town. He can't believe anyone would do this. And the wolf explains that the tablet, they were contracted. We're contracted by the Songbirds. You would know about them. right, and he motions to Casrie. He's like, you look like a criminal.
I look like a criminal, thank you very much, but I am familiar, thank you. So tell me a little bit about this tablet. What exactly were you looking for?
Just know to get the tablet. That's all I care about. I wanted to collect my money.
How did you know what it looked like? How did you know that it was
I have
what
a
you were looking for in the
description.
first
They
place?
said it was a tablet. It glows with the green energy. They say it's written in Old Orcish. That's all I know.
Man, that was pretty tough, wasn't it? Okay,
Well,
so
you
that's
killed my
pretty
friend, so
random.
yeah, it was pretty tough.
You're lucky you got your life spared by me, mister, so...
Well, I'm just gonna
Try
die because
cooperate.
of the guards, so...
Alright, so let's hurry this conversation up. Draz, can you explain a little bit about the tablet in your own words?
He's just continuing to go on a tangent, and then is like, I bought it from an art dealer nearby. They said they said they found it in some ruins north of Elis. So yeah, it's supposed to be valuable. It's supposed to be historically interesting, but I don't know anything about it. Anyways, that gnome took it. We should probably. Oh God, we should tell the guards
Yeah,
that.
that's the other problem.
Did any of you recognize them?
Yes, we saw them on the way over here, actually.
Did you get a name?
Would he have had his name in the book or anything?
He didn't. You didn't see a name in the book.
Okay. And he didn't introduce himself, did he? Okay. She'll say, no, I just thought he was another admirer, but he was with a would Topaz know what a Kenku is?
Yeah, you would know.
Okay. He was with a Kenku though. Can't be too hard to find.
Yeah, well, I assume that was the one that we yeah, okay. Yeah, there's not a ton of them. The wolf says like, you could ask the songbirds, they employ some.
I think we should get out of here before the guards come. I think we should take Mr. Wolf as our private guest and have a conversation over drinks somewhere else in a nice, neutral, calm, quiet, and private area.
Draz just flips out of this like, no, he will go to the guards. He will answer for his crimes. He held a knife to my neck.
Draz, you're great. The guy you're looking for went out the window, so I feel like you should probably focus on that.
Make a persuasion
also,
check.
thanks for the fabulous wine. We're out of here. Okay, persuasion check. Where would it be? It's gonna be down here. It's gonna be a 24.
Oh.
Oh, damn.
I am very persuasive.
Yes, I imagine you'll
Okay,
get a
so,
lot more information out of him if you aren't trying to kill him.
Draz is
No
just
offense,
like,
darling.
"Tah!" And he freaks out and he's just like walks out the door and he yells at Troy. You can hear him running and he runs out of the door. Like he sees the grandfather clock was pushed over and he throws it out of the way and he runs down. And he yells back as he does it. It's like, don't worry about the guards, just deal with him as you want. And he runs to intercept Troy.
I think we should get out of here.
How's Boarman doing? He's still in my tattoo tentacle.
He's
right?
silent, like he's afraid to talk.
Okay.
But no one's really talked to him yet.
Okay. Topaz will look at him and say, "Well, what about you? You were a part of this."
I'm just trying to make money to get off the island. That's it.
She'll say, "Well, so urgent that you need to get out of here."
This place is not exactly nice to lycanthropes.
She kind of
Reasonable.
like, yeah, she kind of nods like, yeah, I guess. She says, well, is anywhere?
Tumble sounds nice. Off in Sutherland to the east. Wes, your character would know where Tumble is for sure, and know that
Mhm.
it's a town of like beast people.
Topaz will say, you wouldn't happen to know of anyone else who's looking for this tablet, would you?
I just know that the songbirds want it. That's really all I know. And he motions to the werewolf like that asshole said it was going to be a safe job, and 2 of our friends are dead now, and he's just like, fuck you, Greg. It's like, I just want to get out of here, please.
I agree. I think that's a fabulous idea. I think we should get out of here, all of us together.
I frankly would not. What did you even capture me in? He's like looking down at this energy that's coming off of your tattoo, and he's like, what is this?
Oh, just
Yes.
a little something.
Well,
Do you like it?
I would love it if it wasn't me inside it.
Well, I need to know that I can trust you not to run off before I can let you out of it.
What do you want me to do?
Not run away?
Can I kill Greg?
No?
Kill Greg. Greg's our friend now. Come on, let's
Greg's
go.
not your friend. Greg will stab you in the back, and the werewolf's just
Well,
like,
yeah, well, I
looking
might
at
stab
him.
you in the back first, so let's just trust me and
Oh,
Topaz here, and let's just go because
Alright.
the guards are coming.
drop your magic. Let's go.
Yeah, she'll kind of like, she'll look at him for a moment and then she's like, you really should be thanking me, but she'll let him go.
Saris is just like, you're gonna let him go?
Topaz will say, I'd rather think that buddying up is going to be more fruitful than just turning them over.
Topaz, you haven't dealt with the guards here, have you?
Gosh, I don't know, has she?
No. You're like the poster child for the town.
Okay. She'll say, not personally, no.
Well, you're gonna be probably charged with harboring criminals.
Is it really harboring if I don't, like, let them in my house?
I don't know the details of the law, but regardless, this seems like a stupid idea, and I'm going to leave. So, I'll be in touch. And she drops
Nice
this.
meeting you.
She
Can I get your
drops.
card first?
I don't have a card.
You get a card? How do people get a hold of each other?
I'll
Like, hey,
find
can I
you.
text
And she
some
throws
card?
down her sword and walks out.
What? Free sword, sweet.
And you see as she walks away, like, this lady's jacked. Like, she's huge arm muscles.
Alright, sweet. Well,
Okay, so the boar's like on the floor now, and he's like, "What now?"
do you guys know of a good quiet bar around here? We can find a nice booth in the corner and talk things over.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. And I also want to put a gold piece on my thumb and flip it over my shoulder, and it's like, hey, that's for your charity. As I walk out.
Draz is not
Yeah,
there
Draz-
anymore,
That's
but
not there yet.
you can
Aw,
be
man.
assured he will use
My
it.
sick burn.
Okay, so the boar suggests the Brown Water Tavern.
Sounds terrible. Let's go.
Water tavern. Oh my god.
Sounds familiar.
Topaz,
Should.
it's okay. I know this is probably not your normal scene, but I'm sure everybody is a totally upright citizen in this bar, right? Everybody?
The walk to the Brown Water Tavern's not very far, but it is in a shady part of town. You are in the slums of the Destination Isle. This is like of Isles, and it's nasty. Like, there are people like out drunk. It's about midnight at this point. It's a really awful looking place. Like, as you walk through, people are eyeing you like as targets to rob.
How's Nos doing?
He's fine. Could he actually... I know this is kind of a weird one. I do have the Cloak of Elven Kind
Mhm.
on. Could I perhaps hop up and drape that over Topaz with the hood up?
Okay, yeah.
Guys.
So I'll tick that off. And so Topaz, perception checks are on a disadvantage on you, and you had
like if they're perceiving me. Okay.
yes, and you have stealth checks advantaged.
Oh fuck yeah. Okay.
Okay. With this, no one seems to recognize Topaz. All right. The boar leads you to the Brownwater Tavern, and it is a really nasty-looking joint. It's seedy. There's a bouncer outside, and he's just motions you in. The werewolf looks like crap. Like he got his ass beat. He's just like stumbling along. And he motions at the bouncer. He's like, they are back in human form again, by the way. So the boar motions to a booth in the corner. Is like, we can talk over there.
All right. All
Follow.
the six, I guess 6 of us will pile into the corner.
You scooch in there, and the
Topaz is like, oh, it's sticky.
It's probably very sticky. Like you can feel your boots like
Ooh,
the
like in a Chuck E.
ground.
Cheese.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Up the 90s carpet.
I imagine
Oh,
Nos
laugh for a
tries to
second.
like wipe down the seat for a second, but realizes that shit's fruitless.
There's nothing you can do.
it's
Yeah.
it's fruitless.
It is ingrained in that
Take
seat
on.
now.
A waiter comes over and he brings everyone a tankard of beer, and he just says, "This is all we serve here. That'll be 1 copper each."
Okay.
And he collects 1 copper from everyone. And you're looking down at the beer. It is like sludge. It is thick. It is brown.
Brown water in, so guess we're in the right place.
The werebore talks to y'all, and he says, "My name is Lorne, and I'm just trying to leave the island." He motions at Greg. "I don't know what this asshole wants, but I'm just trying to make enough money to leave. If you want to know anything, and if you can get me out of here safely, I'll tell you anything you want."
Well, that's not really part of the deal here. I'm not here
What do
to
you
try
want?
and save your life further than I already have.
Sure, that's fair. But what do you want?
But
I'm here
I
drinking
do
this
feel
awful
like
water.
You
and he,
guys owe us some information. So tell me what you know about the songbirds.
as you're saying that, he tilts his mug over, and the beer is like sludge-like in his.
Drink up, I guess.
He goes to drink up, and it's like dripping down his chin. It's not good. He says that the songbirds are a local gang. Like, I don't know what you want me to tell you. They hire people out for criminal activities. They deal in smuggling. They deal in cheating the casinos. They are the scourge of the town guard.
Where did you get the job?
I got it from Greg. He motions over at the werewolf.
And I turn, smiling. Hi, Greg.
Ask your questions.
Well, same question.
Make a persuasion check.
All right. It is a 24.
Okay. So your question was, where?
How did you get the job?
Okay, gotcha. He says, I was contacted by an agent in the Songbirds. They find us. We don't find them.
Be a little more specific.
I was contacted
Greg.
by a very short agent who had a
come on,
raspy
little bit
voice and
Uh-huh.
said, "Here's the job, and if you do, here's what we'll pay you."
Does this mysterious agent have a name?
No, that's the point of him being a mysterious agent.
Interesting. Well, how did
Very
you find out
short,
about him?
Like,
He
no,
came to
short.
find me. I made it known to parties around. He motions quietly the bar that I was looking for work, and they found me.
This bar.
This bar.
Why are we here? is this guy in this room right now and know you botched the job?
He looks around and he shakes his head.
Greg, you're killing me here, man.
Well, you wanted to go somewhere. Also, it wasn't my idea.
That's what we get for trusting henchmen. What are we doing here? Okay, well, okay. Now at least we know where to get some sweet jobs here, where we're at right now. Okay. well.
Anyways,
So tell me about the tablet.
I don't know a lot about it. I just know it's supposed to be very valuable, and it's something that was found on the island that a buyer wants.
Do you know anything about the buyer?
Just what my agent told me. They're willing to pay a whole lot. I get a 10% cut, and that 10% is 2,000 gold.
Well, what are you going to do now that you totally failed this job, Greg?
Well, frankly, I think I'm going to go
Probably
back
further.
to my my shanty, and I'm going to cry myself to sleep.
Aw. Greg, you're kind of a downer, man. All right, well, I don't
Well,
know.
you did try to cut my throat.
You did try to kill me.
Yeah,
so
that's
I
fair.
feel like
We
this
all
is
we're all
pretty, you know,
shitheads.
just a big misunderstanding, you know? Well, you guys have any information you want out of these two idiots before we let them go into the night?
Topaz kind of shakes her head. And...
You know, I'm still struggling to understand what the fuck is happening. So, I think I have everything.
Oh, Greg, you know anything about any undead around here? This one's
Why?
like a undead like hero. Like she's like super into it. You gotta get any cool.
There's
like,
ruins
tips here?
and crypts nearby if you want to go slay undead, but this is a party city, and you look. He motions to your dress. It's like you're here to party. Why the hell would she want to fight undead?
Man,
Well,
this
I
is a
kicked
party
your ass.
city.
Man.
Man, this is
The party city. Yeah. Well, we kicked your ass,
you
so I
never
guess
know.
we're ready to fight. Yeah. Plus, you know, well, you know, like Eivir needs to like get her aggression out. You know, really strut her stuff, kill some undead.
He looks over at Eivir and says, "You don't look.
aggressive.
You don't look very aggressive."
Yeah, I think Topaz is also looking at me. Really?
I honestly, I partially have no idea what the fuck I'm doing here. So after tonight, I think I need to lie down and just start tomorrow like none of this ever happened. And try to actually have a vacation.
Greg is just like, just go play the slot machines. You'll feel much better. Maybe he motions to Casrie. Maybe lose her.
Does
My
not
life
water on him?
He always does. I'm sure he's already like pushed the drinks aside and handed her a flask of water.
Handed Topaz or handed Eivir?
To Topaz.
Okay, she'll offer water to Eivir.
Oh, thank you.
And he'll pull out another flask of water.
Hell yeah.
Eivir kind of sounds like a fancy bottled water name. Eivir from the glacier.
Well, Greg, if you come here very often, I guess maybe I'll see you here again sometime.
I don't think I'm coming here ever again. Enjoy your sludge. He gets up and leaves. However, Lorne, who the werebore, is in the middle, sandwiched between you, and he's like, "This is awkward, but I also would like to leave, but I can't unless you get up first."
Okay, well, one last question. How'd you get in with Greg over here?
Well, we have a similar affliction, so we banded together. Greg is an idiot. I'm apparently an idiot too, because I hung out with Greg, but I'm trying to leave, so my need for money overshadowed my brain.
I think Topaz holds her hand out to Nos for her wallet.
He kind of looks at her hand, kind of like settles, his head kind of settles back again, and then he's like, "Wait, huh?" and looks back at her hand again, and it's just like, before actually rummaging around in his bag and giving her her coin purse.
Okay. She will take out. She'll take out gold.
How much?
100.
Oh, okay.
And give it to him.
He's like looking at it and he's like, it's like 20 gold for a ticket to Tumble.
Well, you'll have to start a new life there, right?
He's just flabbergasted and like he looks at Nos and says, "Is she fucking with me?"
He shakes his head.
Oh dear Christ! He just starts crying.
All right,
He doesn't
now
say-
you make sure you help out old stupid Greg too. You guys both got into a very bad situation here, and you could get each other back out again.
I want to help
Nos
out
kind
old
of
Greg.
looks at her like, "Fuck Greg."
Fuck, Greg.
He looks at Topaz like, "Do I have to help Greg?"
No.
Nice. Okay, thank you. Can I leave, please? I want to get out of here.
All right, go, get out of here.
You have to get up first. He like scoots around the.
Scoot,
and
scoot,
he
scoot,
gets up,
scoot. All right,
and
okay,
he,
then scoot back in again. All right, okay.
He bows to Topaz. Like, thank you, and
All right, get
then
up.
he
Go.
he just turns and he's like, it just bolts.
Topaz will look at the other two girls and say, "I would like to get out of here. It is disgusting in here."
Man, it's kind of getting used to the smell, actually.
I would also like to leave.
All right, let's go.
Nos nods and helps Topaz up and just kind of smiles at her and says, "Very gracious of you, but..." and
Oh, it was nothing.
guides her out of this godforsaken hellhole.
Leaving, Nos, you see someone coming in that you would recognize as the elevator mechanic and attendant at the Golden Escape. His name is Kor, a very in shape half orc man. He walks by, notices you, and is like, "Nos, you come here?"
No. Waddles off even faster.
All right, I'll see you at work tomorrow, buddy.
No.
I think after they
He goes inside.
get a little ways away, Topaz is say, "A friend of yours."
Absolutely not.
Oh, but he was so excited to see you.
I don't know why.
And he just yells again. He's like, "See you tomorrow, buddy."
Just lets out a big groan. Feet slapping.
Competes.
As you walk by, you hear again, "See you tomorrow, buddy."
Oh my god.
It's very excited about your
This
friendship,
this
Nos.
sound came from an alleyway.
Oh.
Where the hell is he going?
Topaz turns to look in the alleyway. Can she see anything?
You see a hooded figure that sees you, recognizes you, and then begins to run.
Oh.
Ooh, a runner, eh?
How far away?
You're about 50 feet away.
50? Okay. Topaz thinks about it for a second, and then she bolts after him.
Okay, the hooded figure, as they were running, the hood flies back, and you see that it is the Kenku from before, and they go over to a wall, try to scale it, rolls a 15, gets on it just enough. So yeah, I need you, Topaz, to make me an athletics check to see if you catch up before it escapes.
I want to run after them, and I have slippers of spider climbing, and I want to climb after them.
Okay, make an athletics check as well. Because you're not they have a bit of a head start on you.
Okay. I rolled a 20.
Oh.
Not a nat 20.
Okay.
Athletics check.
How'd you do that in
I rolled a
heels?
5.
Practice, baby.
Evir's not used to the dress, so you're just not able to get very far. Topaz, though, in heels, you're flying. You're just like, and
Fuck the do
I'm
that.
like that Olympic runner who was running on the treadmill in stilettos.
yeah, and
Oh yeah.
and the Kenku tries to climb up the wall, turns and looks, and says, "See you tomorrow," and then tries to pull its way up, but you catch the Kenku just in time. What do you do?
Topaz is gonna use her tattoo again.
Okay, what do I
Trap
need to
him.
roll for that again?
A strength check.
Okay. That is a. I gotta pull the sheet up. I didn't know I was gonna use this person. That's a 13 plus
No.
a -1.
No.
Okay, you have this Kenku now trapped in your tattoo.
He's
Your tattoo.
grappled.
And it just
Okay.
screeches.
Okay. Now that she's got a hold of him, she's gonna look back and see if they followed her.
Just the party?
Yeah. The others that were with her.
And I'm going, because I have my shoes.
You're going where?
I'm going, like, after her.
Okay, gotcha. Did everyone else go too?
Yeah.
Okay. And the
You're muted, Aaron.
you're muted, Aaron.
Oh man.
I said I'm gonna trot behind because I just drank a whole pint of sludge in the bar just now. So.
Feeling heavy.
Yeah.
Feeling great.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna do an athletics check as well to see how fast I catch up.
Okay.
Because he's got a little.
You go Weedle Leg.
Oh, that's a 17. I'm good.
You're just scrambling.
Sitting there yelling, "No, my lady! So bad!"
The Kenku gives up and hangs limply in the grasp of the tattoo.
She will, once they've caught up, she's going to kind of like gesture with her free hand that's not like grappling him essentially. Be like, look who I found!
That is impressive in heels.
Oh, it's nothing.
Full of surprises, my lady.
Well, I couldn't just let him run away now, could I?
I come huffing and puffing like, I made it. I'm normally not like this, you guys, but you know what? Beer takes a toll on you after a little while. So what do we got here?
She'll, kind of gesture. Here he is!
You did this. This is great.
Oh, thank you.
I
What
do
a
this.
badass.
I did that.
You hear a voice from behind you now. Let's talk.
Oh.
You turn around and see the gnome from before.
Okay.
And let's end it there for tonight.
Oh. Okay. Ah,
All right.
Cliffhanger.
mystery!
It's a mystery.
Okay, cool. That was fun.
Yeah. Thanks,
First
guys.
stream.
Love
Yeah.
it.
Well,
Yeah, thank you all for helping. Again, Kayla, thank you for all the art, and Liam, thank you for the art of Nos. So
The
so good.
art is so amazing.
thank you.
I haven't even got the other overlays worked to set up with the portraits, but she drew all these portraits, and they're really nice. So, I love Liam's little Nos too so much. Okay, that was really
I love
fun.
my boyfriend.
Boyfriend's a good dude. Okay, so that was fun. Thank you all for tuning in to watch us. We had a couple followers in here, and we love you all. We will be doing this once a week on Thursday, starting at 8:30 EST, and we'll be streaming in here randomly at other times. Just mostly me doing gameplay, but if we may run some more D&D games or one shots if anyone else is into that type of thing. So could be fun.
Also, that's 5:30
Yay.
PST for you dirty Westerner.
The dirty
Like
Western.
myself.
Toasters.
That's
If you're
actually
nasty.
If you nasty.
that's the name of my favorite restaurant, the Dirty Westerner.
What do
There
they
you go.
serve there?
Westerners.
Westerners.
Oh no.
Stubborn ass.
Oh,
That's a different place than I
That is a
anticipated,
different place,
actually.
man.
we all learned something today about Val.
Westerners are dirty. This is a good name for like a strip club or
Oh,
something.
my
I don't know.
God.
Okay, cool. Thank you all for tuning in, and have a good night. Bye.
Thank you.
Yay!